Hey y'all, it's Bree coming at you with another video. If you can't tell by the title, this is what I eat in a day, vegan version. I should preface it by saying that I am not a vegan. I eat primarily plant-based, I'd say 93.2% of the time. That seems right. I eat plant-based. But the other, I don't want to do that math, 6 point something percent of the time, I eat pescatarian. So I occasionally eat fish and eggs at the behest of my doctor. I am pescatarian. So I still primarily eat plant-based and have a ton of recipes that I love that are vegan. So I'm going to be doing a little series on what I eat in a day so you guys can get recipe ideas or inspirations for something you might be craving. So if you like that, hit the subscribe button for new videos every Thursday. They won't all be what I eat in a day, but that's going to be a recurring thing on this channel. So if you like it, give it a thumbs up and let's just get to it. So the first thing I make myself every morning is coffee. And I like two things in my coffee other than coffee. And one of them is my So Delicious cashew milk. I like to get the unsweetened vanilla version. And I just put probably like a finger or two in there. That's what she said. Then the second thing I like in my coffee is blackstrap molasses. It's an excellent source of iron and calcium, so I like to get it anywhere I can. That's what she said. Oh my gosh. Okay, so then moving on to the food for the day, I like to use Ezekiel bread, and I toast that up, and while it's toasting, I slice a Roma tomato into about 4 or 5 slices because that's going to top one of my pieces of toast. So now I'm just waiting for the toast to get done. Does anybody ever just take slices of tomato and put salt on them and eat them plain? It's really good. You should try it. Highly recommend. 10 out of 10 would recommend. So now that my bread has transformed into toast, I'm going to top one of them with Eartho Sweet peanut butter, which is just peanuts, just dry roasted peanuts, no sugar or additives or anything like that. And it's still delicious. So check that out. And then I put chia seeds on top of that. And I really like chia seeds for the texture they add because it almost transforms the peanut butter into a jam texture, which I really like. Plus, they're high in calcium and dietary fiber, and they're a pretty good source of iron. So I like to add those nutrients when I can. For my other piece of toast, I'm adding Tofutti plain cream cheese. Now, normally I would add half an avocado instead of cream cheese. I would just mash up an avocado and put that under tomatoes, but all my avocados were super green and not ripe, but I'm not mad about it. I'm totally fine, not pissed at all. Anyway, from here I add the everything but the bagel seasonings from Trader Joe's, and it's amazing. You guys should go try it. For a side, I just add some chopped up strawberries, and that was my breakfast. So for lunch this day, I decided on a smoothie. I'm just gonna start by packing in some greens. This is just a combination of spinach, chard, and kale. And then I go in with my protein powder, which I got at Costco. This is just a vegan protein powder. It's got like 21 grams of protein, really good, really yummy. And then I just shove some fruit down in there and top it all with some unsweetened original almond breeze just up to the fill line. And blend it on up. And as a side for lunch, I just had some trail mix, and it was delicious. So for my dinner tonight, I'm having corn chowder, and that's just a crock pot meal. So I like to just get it all ready before I walk out the door. So the first thing I had to do was chop up 2 potatoes. And I'm a huge fan of crock pot meals because I love the fact that it's a set it and forget it type of deal where you're all cleaned up and everything. So in the evening, you just get to relax. You don't have any meal prep or cleanup to do. So next I'm adding 2 sweet potatoes, just chopping those up. So far that's 2 potatoes and 2 sweet potatoes, if anyone's keeping track. Okay, so now I'm adding all 4 of those potatoes to the crock pot because it turns out cutting boards don't cook potatoes. So now I'm going to magically dice up an onion and add that to the crock pot as well. From here I added 2 cans of corn. It is, after all, corn chowder. Then I added about 2 heaping spoonfuls of minced garlic. You can add however much you want, but I really love garlic. Then from here I added 4 quarts of broth. You can use vegetable or chicken broth. I use what I call thicken broth, fake chicken broth. It's vegan because I hate vegetable broth and think it belongs in the garbage. So then I just mixed it up and tried to cover as many veggies with the liquid as I could. And put the lid on, obviously. Turn it to low for 5 to 6 hours. Ta-da! 5 or 6 hours later, that's what it looks like. So I take my immersion blender and just blend it until it's at the creaminess that I want it to be, which is still pretty chunky, but to each his own. And then I put a tablespoon of white wine vinegar, a can of coconut milk, and another can of corn, and give it a stir. Now to plate it, I just add chopped basil, and it was absolutely delicious. So I hope you guys enjoyed and have an awesome day.